Conor McGregor, known for his flair for drama, couldn't resist getting involved in the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight hype. When Jake Paul fired back, calling him jealous, McGregor didn't hold back. But when rumors swirled about the fight's cancellation, McGregor unleashed his fury like never before. Conor McGregor recently shared his thoughts on the announcement that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul were canceling their fight. Initially, the boxing world was surprised by the news that Iron Mike Tyson, at 58 years old, would end his retirement to fight YouTuber Paul, despite a 30-year age gap between them. In the lead-up to the fight, Jake Paul made a grave mistake by making insensitive comments, suggesting that he would put Mike Tyson next to his deceased daughter. This understandably enraged Tyson, who warned that once they stepped into the ring, there would be nowhere for Paul to hide or run. Realizing the gravity of his words, Paul grew fearful and knew he had to back out of the fight. Despite attempting various strategies, his friends consistently advised him to cancel the match. Now it appears that Paul will indeed cancel the fight. Even professional boxers advised him that it's okay to cancel for the sake of his mental and physical well-being, reassuring him that there would be no shame in doing so. Tyson's last professional fight was in 2005, and he hasn't stepped into the ring since his exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020. Meanwhile, Jake Paul, known for his victories over former MMA stars like Tyron Woodley and Nate Diaz, has been making waves in boxing. However, he faced a defeat to pro boxer Tommy Fury last year. While Paul's wins over MMA fighters hinted at a transition to traditional boxing, his decision to pursue a lucrative fight against a boxing legend like Tyson left fans and experts scratching their heads.
Your thoughts on this Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight?
Oh, geez, I don't. It's a bit strange. You know, is my interest? The interest is low, and I don't know. I don't really. I don't understand it.
Got it. Any difference between this one and?
I wish well for Mike.
We're gonna go.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn and UFC star Conor McGregor both voiced concerns about the upcoming fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, labeling it as sad and strange. McGregor mentioned his low interest in the match, stating, "Oh geez, it's a bit strange, you know. My interest is low. I don't understand it. I wish well for Mike Tyson." The fight is scheduled to take place at the 80,000-seater AT&T Stadium in Texas, the home of the NFL team Dallas Cowboys, and will be streamed live on Netflix. Despite the criticism, Tyson expressed his excitement, saying, "I'm very much looking forward to stepping into the ring with Jake Paul." Paul also shared his anticipation on Instagram, stating, "It's time to put Iron Mike to sleep." Paul reflected on his journey from going viral for knocking out Nate Robinson on Tyson's undercard to now facing Tyson himself. He expressed his ambition to become a world champion and his eagerness to prove himself against one of boxing's most notorious fighters. Expressing his excitement on Instagram, Jake Paul mentioned that it's intriguing to see what a young fighter like him can accomplish against a boxing legend like Mike Tyson, who possesses years of experience and skill. Jake Paul expressed his determination to defeat Tyson, highlighting his journey from gaining fame for knocking out Nate Robinson on Tyson's undercard to now facing Tyson himself. He sees this as his chance to prove himself against one of boxing's most famous and fearsome figures. Viewing this fight as an opportunity to achieve his goal of becoming a world champion, Paul considers it a once-in-a-lifetime chance to test his skills against the greatest heavyweight champion ever. Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn voiced his disapproval of the event, fearing it could damage Mike Tyson's legacy. Despite recognizing its entertainment value and potential viewership, Hearn felt saddened to witness Tyson, one of his childhood idols, returning to the ring at the age of 57 or 58. He questioned the decision for Tyson to compete at an older age, particularly against opponents like Jake Paul, given Tyson's status as one of the greatest fighters in history. While acknowledging the event's potential attraction to platforms like Netflix, Hearn personally did not support it. In Hearn's opinion, seeing Tyson compete at a fraction of his former abilities and possibly losing to someone like Jake Paul wasn't a fitting conclusion to Tyson's impressive career. However, he recognized the reality that events like this draw significant interest and attention in today's world. Joe Rogan, initially skeptical, has recently praised Paul for his bravery in accepting the challenge against Tyson. Rogan acknowledged the risk involved in facing a former heavyweight champion and admired Paul's courage, despite Tyson being 57 years old. However, Rogan emphasized that if Tyson could demonstrate even a fraction of his past prowess, Paul would be in serious trouble. Moving on, let's talk about Dana White. Recently, White shared a video on Instagram showing a FedEx delivery driver handling packages carelessly. White's humorous commentary accompanying the video caught the attention of FedEx executives. As a result, FedEx officials condemned the driver's behavior and announced that he would no longer be employed by the company. While White's post inadvertently led to positive action, let's switch gears to Conor McGregor's recent news. There's a major feud brewing in the music world between rap heavyweights Kendrick Lamar and Drake. This long-standing rivalry, which has been ongoing for 10 years, has reached its boiling point. It's not just the music industry that's invested. Even MMA fighters like Derek Lewis and John Jones, along with commentator Joe Rogan, are getting involved. Now, Conor McGregor has also joined the conversation. McGregor recently sparked speculation on Instagram by sharing mysterious photos from a recording studio, hinting at a possible diss track aimed at his opponent, Michael Chandler. However, McGregor's caption, featuring just a single cool glasses emoji, left fans guessing about his intentions. Jake Paul didn't take McGregor's comments lightly, suggesting they were part of McGregor's ongoing efforts to undermine him. On his podcast, Paul highlighted the extensive media coverage and online buzz surrounding their upcoming fight compared to McGregor's recent matches. He argued that their bout could make history as one of the biggest fights ever. Paul sees their fight as an opportunity to bridge generational gaps and generate interest in boxing. Despite criticism from older figures like McGregor, he questions why McGregor is focusing on tearing others down instead of supporting the sport's growth. McGregor, who is recovering from a leg injury, hasn't fought since 2021, while Paul believes their match will draw more viewers than McGregor's bout with Mayweather. Paul is confident that their fight will surpass McGregor's in terms of viewership, especially since it will be available for free on Netflix. Despite warnings from older pros, Jake Paul appears to be brimming with confidence ahead of the fight.
I love Mike. I'm super respectful. It's an honor to be in the ring with him, but I have to end him.
Like you said, you got to end Mike?
Yeah, I got to.
You got to?
It's war, bro. All is fair in love and war. I love the guy, but as soon as it turned into a pro fight, one of us has to die.
All the stuff that he said about you, he was the most complimentary person of you and everything that you did.
Yeah.
And now you guys are turning on each other like this.
No, I mean, I think all that still stands. He's a legend. Like I said, I love the guy. But at the end of the day, it's war, and sometimes you just have to go to war and put it all on the line. But I still have the utmost respect for him, and I think he can say the same about me and what I've done for the sport.
These are some of the opinions around the fight.
Jake Paul, he's ready to fight Mike Tyson, another Cleveland native. You have a relationship with him?
Actually, and I met him, and I was like, man, that's a fucking good dude. Like, he's a great dude. Like, I watched him train, and he trains hard, and he listens, and he looks good. He hits hard. Like, I envy him because I watch what he does and how he does it. And he's a fucking busy man, dude. Like, he can stop, but also what else he does behind the scenes, it's awesome. Like, it's great, and like, he's made the sport stronger.
He's got me back into boxing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love it. Like, it's great.
What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.